I might have it too.
Had to get these bags in the house for my wife. Started looking like, oh, you went and bought more records, huh?
Man, I just I made it. My wife stayed over mom's last night, so I got up and man, everything was already on a rack. All the bags thrown away.
Man, look, I'm glad you just said that. Hold up, my wife don't give a shit. She shouldn't. Well, she shouldn't have gave me the money to buy the motherfuckers. And
no,
had this problem.
You know what it is. My wife don't give me a hard time when she see me with that gives her the green light.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. So I mean, I gotta it's a give and take type of thing, man. You gotta let some shit slide. So.
Man, my wife, she the one she gave me $100 for it's my birthday. No, she gave me $100 for our anniversary. So yeah, so she pretty much facilitated this dig session today.
Brought to you by Mrs. Diggerhertz.
Right. Hey, I'm going off mama's house. Like, oh yeah, okay, I'll be here. Man, I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna go to the direct spot. Got home, she wasn't here. And jogged upstairs and bitches. That was about it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I thought I was gonna have to turn on the football game yesterday, but I didn't have to. But
man, that's why I didn't go to my in-laws' house yesterday.
We played the Redskins, right? Giants played on thing. Man, I'm so ashamed of myself. I'm not ashamed of myself. I'm just.
You're ashamed of them.
Yeah, ashamed of them. Cause I'm a big time Giant fan though. It hurts this year, but I got to do it, man. That's what I had the self-discipline, man. Did we win?
No, I don't think I did.
No.
Redskins won. Fuck y'all. It's all right. I don't know why I even asked. I even asked.
Redskins fans got the nerve to be talking about playoffs.
Playoffs?
Y'all at 500. Y'all at 500. The Eagles are 9-1.
Eagles is nasty. They the real deal, dog. If you didn't know, they the real. From what I heard.
That's crazy though.
Come on.
Real deal, Holyfield. Carson Wentz, some little corn husker from South Dakota somewhere, coming in the NFL, try to win football games with the fucking Eagles of all fucking teams. Glad we sucked this year.
Do you play? Huh? Do you have do you play other people on Madden?
I used to. I do basketball though. 2K.
Motherfuckers be talking all kind of shit.
Man, listen. I used to play when I played on. I got it on PC in 2008 when Vince Young was on the cover. So I getting destroyed so bad. I got motherfuckers online showing me trick plays and shit. Like we just stopped playing. Like, didn't you go like this and hit them every time for the post? I was like, man, I will never play this shit again. What's up, RTO?
What up, Bob? What up, everybody?
Related, bro.
Thank you kindly.
You live, bro. You live. I'm going to mute his ass.
Oh, do I say something? I'm gonna hold off.
I can't hear you. You like super low.
Can you hear me now?
Little high.
Yeah.
What about now?
Perfect.
All right, cool. Hey, happy belated birthday to you too, man. I forgot to shout you out the other day.
Thank you.
Your wife is still the MVP, nigga.
Off that phone now.
Hey, you just don't hang that motherfucker up. Got something. Hey, wow, shit. She's
I believe
the MVP.
Got that 98 Charles Oakley cut.
Hey, Mega Cop got Omnisphere yesterday, yo.
Oh, for real?
Yo, that shit has fucking been. Oh man.
Wow.
Where do I start?
Man.
Hey, I got a.
You pick up any joints on Black Friday today?
I got a few things, but nothing crazy. Like I just got some expansion joints from Air for Hybrid 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Hybrid 3 is on sale for $1 right now. So if y'all ain't cop that, y'all need to cop that.
Nigga, I just racked up on plug-in, man. I got the Ozone 8 joint, the fucking I got some
Shit. Oh, okay.
soundbox shit. The Ozone 8, that shit is crazy. It's $20-some. Shit. That
Wait
shit
a minute,
is
huh?
yeah, Ozone 8
$20.
elements.
Oh, Ellis. Okay, I was
But it's
about to
better than
say.
I got 7, yo. It's way better than 7. It's got even
Really?
goddamn an EQ, like a paramedic, whatever you call it.
And how much
Parametric
was that
EQ.
again?
EQ.
Yeah, that's on there and everything, man. It's crazy, yo. $21, dog.
Ozone 8 elements.
Yep. It's man. I used the 7s. I got the 7 last year, and I put that on every time I export something. It gets that mix.
Same here.
It gets it tough. Just throw it on my master bus. It's mostly a preset game on there though. It's not really much you can adjust on there, but only thing you can adjust is like the threshold, and you got a dynamic setting. You got the a dynamic and an EQ slider. That's the only thing you can adjust, but they got so many fucking presets in there. It's fucking ridiculous. You got the CD ready one shit when you upload like SoundCloud, YouTube.
Damn.
I'm good,
That's
man.
crazy. So you can upload directly to SoundCloud and YouTube?
I'm saying, it has the
preset for sound
You know,
quality.
like, you have certain type of compression and Dixie
you.
Freely shit.
Clark,
What's up, Clark?
What up, Clark?
What's good, man? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Hell yeah.
Okay, cool.
Y'all hear me?
What's happening, man?
Set up.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Man. You been home all day, why, buddy?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I ain't hit me up for 2K.
Man, I got up late and I went to go dig and stuff, and I got back, started cleaning up.
Yeah, we be digging, man.
We sure in the hell do.
We be clubbing.
And
We
then,
be clubbing.
and then Hurts wonder what the issue be.
Hey, next time you tag me in some bullshit too, man. Hey, we gonna have it out.
Hey, man, I wasn't no bullshit.
At first I saw the air fryer. I was like, okay, that's what's up. Now I was looking, I was like, wait a minute, hold up. I said, oh man, you know what? That's why I put that E40 in the comments. E40 around that bitch,
I told
man.
you,
With an air fryer,
on
man.
here, he be chefing it up on IG.
He be clubbing.
He stay posting shit.
Man,
I was like, 40 so happened to post a damn video of the air fryer of him air frying some lemon pepper wings.
That shit was fun as hell. I said, man, you know what? I said, I was thinking to myself, like, man, in the next year or so, this joker he gonna be endorsing air fryers.
Who did that?
Hey, you sold a lot of units, RTO.
E40.
You're responsible for a lot of air fryers, man. Believe it or not.
Shit.
No doubt. Especially
like
he had that shit before I was preaching it.
You got more air fryer sales than DLP's got NPC sales, man.
Oh my god, here we go.
Yo, we was on there roasting him. There's a thread. He made a 10-minute beat. I'm on there. His people on there keep roasting them. Threads and shit. Like, yo, you're not allowed to make a beat anymore, DL. You just talk about it.
We was on there roasting him. There's a thread. He made there. His people on there keep roasting them. Threads and shit. You're not allowed to make a beat anymore, DL. Just talk
What
about
is that? Somebody got the echo, the delay. The YouTube is on, I think.
This got a 1-bar
Somebody
delay.
watch it back from YouTube, I think.
We live?
Yeah, we live.
Yeah, what? Is that Gadget?
Yeah, I think that's Gadget. Turn YouTube off, Gadget.
Oh, my bad. That's me.
Yeah.
So, what did you find? Not Gadget. What did you find? Wild body digging wise. What did you find?
Let's see. I got Barbara Streisand, greatest hits. I got Pigs, Baldwin, Blowden, Pig Ahead, Rings Out. See that?
Man.
Steely Dan.
Okay.
You better be careful with that Joker.
Oh, I did get a soul Rolls Royce. Sorry, that sucked anyway. And
What,
did
Rolls
get-
Royce?
Well, I've heard them all.
Oh,
I got more. This right here, I haven't heard yet. It's Jerry Lee Lewis, The Sessions, recorded in London. This old son of a bitch, Wet Willie, Keep On Smiling.
hey, that I think that got something on it right there.
Okay. Check that out. Word up. I ain't even listened to him yet. The
So
best
we're
of
gonna let that slide.
your best of something. Hold on, what the? I can't even read that lighting. Urine Heap, the best of Urine Heap. And I got the Warriors. Warriors joint. Sky. No, I've been at Bill Anderson.
What up?
That's it.
You cleaned up, brother.
I bought 2 David Soul albums from Starsky and Hutch.
Wait a minute, seriously?
David Soul.
Man, don't you know I passed by a David Soul record? What was that today? Yeah, today. Didn't even pick it up.
I mean, just from listening to some of the songs on YouTube, there's only one sample that's really good, and you don't buy records for one sample. So I hear.
Right. right. Hey,
Shit.
man.
I mean, you got a lot of albums.
I'm trying to see what record I had today, man. And one of my he met me up at the spot. So he's like, "You're not gonna cop that?" I'm like, "Nah, it's only got one joint on here." I said, "There's 6 songs on here, but that one joint is a standout. But I can't spend $3 on a record for one joint."
Good. How many albums? How many albums you say you have? How many records you got? Roundabout ballpark.
2,000.
7,000.
Excuse me, when y'all start talking that one sample shit, that means y'all got a lot of real estate.
You said 7,000 records a gadget.
Yeah.
Damn.
I heard you probably got like 10,000
No, I got close to almost $2,000
at the house. You guys, man, and I got a lot too. But y'all, I don't have them. I have them all on my bed, all wrapped up, rubber bands. I ain't no room for them.
Maybe close to 1,000. Just guesstimate. Something like that, I guess.
Before my first time around, I had a good maybe 2,000. I used to get them buy them in bulk back home, man. They used to want to sell them people at the flea market, but just trying to get rid of them. Like, hey, just give me 20 for the whole milk crate. Take it. So you 40.
Somebody posted a picture yesterday for Throwback Thursday of MC Shy D's.
Wow. Right, what's up? Where's Malik? Am I see Malik?
With what's his face on the Scoop. Young Scoop on the cover.
Hey,
Scoop. In the game a long time.
Hey, Clark, I don't know if you're trying to speak or anything, but you got like a lot of mic feedback static going on.
Oh, word?
Okay, no, okay, I hear you. I didn't know if you were trying to speak and all we was hearing was feedback.
Nah, I'm
Okay,
using
never
this USB headphone mic combination. I'm trying to just get everything set up.
Oh, okay. You good? Never mind. I didn't say nothing. Continue.
Thank you,
Carry
sir.
on. Yeah.
Let's get to the first topic at hand. Cameron diss.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Jesus. Murder Mace,
So,
man.
I let the East Coast cats go first since
Man, shit. I always like Mace. I love this flow, man. I think I don't know, man. It's kind of disappointed me going back to church and then going out of church and all that. But for what it's worth, man, that was he's got to grow on me though. But first impressions, wow, a lot of skeletons in the closets. And his own sister. Wow.
I mean, did you just like it generally, just
if it wasn't
how
Mace,
he was rapping and
oh yeah, I appreciate that, man. You know, that was dope, man. Very refreshing. Anything like that these days is I'm digging. So yeah, that was dope.
Is it ether material?
Nah,
I mean, I'm not.
it's not ether material.
I'm not comparing it to ether, but too advanced to Cameron's.
I think he should have done this, sooner than now. Like he should have did this when when Jim Jones was popping off about him some
radio.
some years ago, right? So I think it's kind of like too much, too little, too late.
Yeah.
All right, 3-4
I
years.
mean, it's cool that he did it, but we're really tripping right now. This ain't gonna have the motherfucking streets on fire and shit.
It's got people talking or whatever.
It's more for attention, if anything, just to get back into the game.
One thing I'll say is he's
really trying
still
to
has
get back into the game. No,
I mean,
Mace.
he got some classic lines. The part of it, I was like, oh.
When he said about his sister, I was like, oh.
Yeah, I didn't know about all that, dude.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Hey, that's tell your brother come outside type of stuff there.
I thought they had squashed the beef though. I thought they was cool. That's what I didn't understand. I thought they had made up. I guess him and Jimmy did though.
And then he blamed the death of Hud on Cam.
Okay. Oh yeah, he did that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I listened. I gave it about 2 good listens because it was something that was mixed up in the beginning. I was like, I didn't understand what he said, but going back and listening to it, I was like, okay, well, yeah, I can expect a heat maker's response to that pretty soon.
He's a lot better. Cameron don't got nothing on lyric. I mean, flow wise or lyric wise. So maybe the '97 Cameron, but he ain't gonna have nothing for him like that. Boopity boopity.
I keep. What's that line you always say?
Computers, boopity boop.
Computers be
Yeah.
They Dipset just got back together too, man.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but is it just for the money or?
I'm gonna say the money. It ain't for the culture. It's culture takes a back seat to everything.
Damn right.
I think it was for the money. For the money.
For the money. Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
but who knows?
Let's go discography back to back. Cameron versus Mace. Who has the best discography?
Discography.
If we're talking solo records,
We're talking singles.
You can include Dipset because that's Cam.
Well, I mean, that's no brainer. Then that's gonna be Cam. Then
it's been there longer.
But if each MC is standing on his own merit, I'm probably gonna say Mace. Mace had the better run. Although it was 2 or 3 records or whatever, but in terms of he was a part of the one. I can't. But shit. Well, he was. Well, I guess you could say Cam was a part of it.
Mace had about a 4-year run.
Yeah. Oh, Confessions of Fire, ain't nothing touching it. I did like the first Mace joint, but Confessions of Fire, man, that was my shit.
There was a joint that Cameron had with DMX called Pull It. Man,
yeah.
35 wasn't that 357?
No, 357 is the Magnum PI joint.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes
if you get a chance, just Google DMX Cameron Pull It.
That Mace album was a fun record. That was a fun ass record. It was at a fun time.
Yeah, but you know what though? I don't know. I'm gonna have to say Cam because Cam. Although I don't think lyrically Cam is better than Mace, but Cam just got that. He just got that it factor when it comes to just making people pay attention to him.
Pink bathrobes and.
Although I like the Confessions of Fire Cam and what was the other joint that he came out with? I like that Cam better. Like the the dumbed down Cam, I couldn't really.
Oh man, scissor.
I listened to him, but I just that Confessions of Fire, like you said, the Confessions of Fire joint, man. Like that was, when that came out, that was kind of untouchable.
You want the Cam from the Big Pun remix. Dun, dun,
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, that
that band from TV Cam.
Yo,
Mm.
that's but Mace is Mace though. Mace, Mace didn't, get with a group like that. You didn't have like the Jimmys and the
Well,
Jewel.
he had Puff though. That's
Yeah,
yeah.
he had Harlem with.
Yeah, Harlem, that shit was trash though, man. Man.
But that was his crew. It was him, Loon,
Stace, his sister Stace, Huddy Combs, not Huddy Combs. Huddy Combs.
That was disappointing like a motherfucker.
Didn't they redo I Like It by the Barge, or was it a New Edition song? I can't remember what
Something
they
like
did. Just Blaze did their first single, and he sampled New Edition Cool It Now, or
Fucking Just Blaze can't help you then.
what did he sample?
Ain't no help for you then.
His first hit.
Wow.
Oh man.
He sampled
It was a
Popcorn.
cover of something.
No, he sampled Popcorn Love for their first song.
Ooh, yeah.
And then they had the cartoon. He back.
What's up,
Jelani?
Hey, man, I'm not supposed to be talking to Jelani, man.
Nah, I ain't doing anything. Holidays, man.
What's good, brother?
Chilling, man.
Yeah, congrats on the release, man. I was like, man, where the hell this come from?
Yeah, we tried our best, do what we can.
Oh man, here we go with the lies, man.
You hear that shit, Digger? You hear it?
Yeah, I hear, man. Oh, the lies.
Appreciate the support, man.
No doubt.
Nobody doing anything. So how's everybody holiday going so far?
Hey man, I can't complain. I'm off. Can't complain.
Yeah,
shit. Anytime motherfucker off, I don't care if it was Ramadan or whatever. Bar mitzvah, all that. I'm
telling you, man, I've never had so much rest. Shit, I came home after digging, like, man, I slept so tough, man. Like, damn.
When you drool,
what day is it? Yeah, shit, like.
Hey, that's the best feeling, though.
Yeah, but
you just get lost in the relaxation and all that,
Exactly.
Yeah, that maker just punched somebody in the face too, and then left.
Yeah. I like his whole side A, side B thing. That's dope.
Me too. I like the way he did that when he the first one. It just everything is like red socks, red shirt, red fitted cap. It just went together. The way he did everything, anything mattered. It was like kind of like a. I wouldn't be surprised if he made a movie or something like that's what kind of like feeling you got when.
He's definitely going in the right direction.
Nope.
I'm gonna go through some of this stuff I grabbed today while I was digging. I grabbed this chick named Mamie Lee.
Mamie. You don't hear that name too much nowadays.
I picked up this dude who plays the name Tim Whitebird.
Which one you got?
This one here is called Hurtwood Edge, and it's got some nice selections on it. Picked up this T Connection record. This Jimmy Smith joint called Stay Loose. Most of you cats, some of y'all digging dudes might know this name Zulema, and she did like how do you in the ghetto, all that shit. So yeah, follow up record.
She got the Wild for the Nice on one of her albums.
Say it again, Gadget.
She got the Wild for the Night sample. By,
Oh, hold up.
Mm.
I wonder what song that is. Okay, gotta look it up.
which Lima album is it?
I got Z-Licious.
What is it?
It says Z-Licious. That's the name of the
I don't think that's
album.
not
Picked up this joint called by this guy named Sonny Fortune, Serengeti Minstrel. Excuse me. Picked up a Miracles record, Love Crazy, with Al Smokey. I picked up a Cuba Gooding album, Cuba Gooding Senior album.
Hey Clark, every time you move, that mic is causing static.
Say again.
Every time you move, that mic is causing static.
Okay.
No, I picked up a Gene Harris record called Tone Tantrum, a Richie Havens Indian Rope Man joint, a Gene Sandler joint. This group called Kraken. I got one of their records, but this one here is even dope. Picked up this joint. Aretha Franklin's sister Carolyn had a record.
Damn.
Called Chain Reaction. Yeah. Man, I picked up this Fifth Dimension record that's got like a bunch of black Raggedy Ann and Andy dolls on it. And man, some shit on this record. I think Black Mad would murder this. Picked up a Russian folk record with a whole bunch of chants and stuff on it. And
man, it's creativity everywhere, man. Every album, like I always tell people, it's always something in there that can be used. You know, always something there, always a gem.
Yes, indeedy.
Yeah, I picked up a handful of 45s, man. It's one joint in particular, man. I gotta let y'all hear After Dark because it's a blues 45, man. I'm gonna have fun these next couple of days. I'm trying to get some shit together, but I'm surprised I had the one with the Kanye sample on it. I was like, I bought this, but I don't even remember buying it. Yeah, I want to say I bought it in Chicago too.
I see you on IG Live and when I'm at work tomorrow. Thanks, man. Thanks in advance.
I'm down 2.0 tomorrow.
Oh, yo.
Yeah.
You get back? You about to start? You even been digging? You getting back into it, Gadget?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, you did get your little. All right, that's what's up. Hope to see you on live tomorrow too.
We're gonna have to get Gadget on the Hangout tutorial. He go like, man, I do not understand this shit.
Yo. I don't know.
Once Black Mav get a hold of it, once he learn it, man,
it's a wrap. Yo, I ain't never used 1.9, so 2.0 is the first one I use, man. And I can't, man. All I was thinking, man, I've been missing out on this software. I don't know because I've used others, but man, it's a lot of nice little things on there that I'd love to have around. You know.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Did anybody read the origin of Fruity Loops?
Bruh, I skimmed it, and I didn't even know that.
What?
The guy who wrote the Fruity Loops program was he was making games for like a game. He did Fruity Loops in his spare time.
Wow.
Yep.
Fruity Loops have come a long way, man.
Hey, you know a story I want to hear next is how Peter Quisgard got, not Peter Quisgard, Lord forgive me. How cool
he said it right.
Huh?
Cool at a Pro.
Yeah, Cool at a Pro. I got his start.
Hey, you know what story I want to hear too? I want to hear the story of the last 2 years of what NPC Akai went through behind the scenes to get the software out.
I don't want to know that story.
Why not?
I'm like, y'all did all that for that? Man, get the fuck out of here.
Well, worth the wait though, man. Worth the wait, man. Definitely. I mean, for y'all, because I just started messing with NPC, man. But definitely.
Like I told Mav this. I probably told CX this as well. It's going to be good in the terms of now you got a full functioning DAW to where I was showing Mav one day how I was able to make a beat and add like vocal, like especially with people who's trying to protect what they what they post up or whatever. They adding like vocal stabs in the beat, as as part of your sequence because you got audio tracks and stuff. And I was able, I think, let me see, about a couple of months ago, I was able to successfully track out an MPC 3000 beat in the 2.0 software.
Wow. Make me want to get 2000. Can you do that with 2000 XL?
It should be all of them, right? Except the JJOS joints.
What you saying?
Track out.
Well, you don't have to track out. You can just straight grab the program.
Drag and
No,
drop.
I tracked it out. I just, I tracked it out, out of the stereo outs, and I was able to MIDI it up through. I MIDI it up to the X, and I tracked the beat out. So all my waves and stuff are in the in the software or whatever. I said I saved the beat like I was saving the other beat. But what you said, the JJOS though, RTL, you can actually open up a JJOS sequence and program and stuff in the 2.0.
Wow.
I thought someone said you can't do it, but I was actually successful in doing it.
So many options.
Yeah, I remember asking Kev Brown in the live stream that he had on IG about taking sequence because he was on the studio,
right?
And I know he had JJOS on that 25, I think, and then he was like, "Yeah, you can't really take the program from it and do it." I don't know because
you can like a lot of the old sessions that I had. I was using the JJOS. I was using the free JJOS though. And
okay, it may be different because, well, at least for me, because I had OS2.
Right. You said if you send me a beat that you did,
I'm gonna send you. We can test it. I'll send you.
Okay.
I even got it already in the fucking Google Drive.
Yeah, but I can't. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Y'all go digging. Hey, get on your 45 game, man. That's all I'm gonna say. If you walk past 45, stop walking past them 45s.
Hey, NPR was they did a story.
Mike.
They were talking about David Cassidy. And they played a song from the Partridge Family. Oh, nigga, I need that Partridge Family album.
I have that album. I'm gonna find it too.
Oh shit.
The joint they played was fire.
You're not talking about the nicest move.
It wasn't the "Let's All Be Happy." Not that song.
You talking about the ba 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 ba. That's the Partridge Family. The one they use for hip hop junkies.
Nah,
not that one. I bought that record for $1, man. That it?
Oh, right on. Hey, can y'all hear me? Damn.
Might get a whooping. Get it like a whooping, like you holler at your seniors.
Motherfucking hello samples are so nice.
Oh! Hold on, who did that?
Copyrighted music.
Who did that? That's you, Gadget.
Oh. Whoa!
Let's that down.
Oh damn!
Like, wait, that's me. all right, brother.
Wow.
Look, that was hilarious.
Oh, wait a minute. Stop. Oh, wait, that's me. Did
To,
why might leave?
Right here.
Hey man, so what are the differences between 7 and 8? Elements 7 and 8.
From what I've seen, hold on, I'll tell you right now.
Gadget get his Malik X on. He was playing the shit live.
Yo, Gadget for real. He said he got a plug in, bro. I ain't. Whoa. That is business, bro. It's about to be on. I expect to see a live join out of you too, Gadget, tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. All right, let's see here. Let me hook it up real quick. Ozone 7.
Because they got the same presets and shit. I might as well just keep my money.
I'll let you know. 7's in there. Okay. Let me we're gonna do 8. 8. First time you meet. Ready for the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, motherfucker.
How long the run was the Bad Boy run? 10 years?
95, 94,
93. Well, you got to count the remixes he was doing for although that was kind of Uptown.
Damn. Damn.
No, you think about when Big did the Real Love, was it the Real Love joint?
Yeah.
That
and joint.
The Craig
that was
joint.
off the whole album, right?
I mean, I don't know.
So I'm gonna say about 92.
92?
Yeah.
No, not 92.
I mean, I'm talking about when them Can't Stop, Won't Stop.
No, it was before that. Though. I'm thinking
that though, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking
the groundwork was done like shit 92. You know,
when did Mary J. Blige do that Real Love remix?
92.
Oh, I forgot about Mary J. That's right. Yeah.
91, 92. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Man, it's
right.
So it was like in effect from like what Spock said to all the way to like about
oh no, gigahertz. Yeah, it's got mad different presets on it. It's got the same ones and it got bus presets. You can mess with the EQ now. Before you couldn't do anything. You can mess with. You got a parametric.
Okay,
EQ.
I'm so that's enough.
It's got maximizers on him. All that shit.
All right,
$20. All right, let me cut y'all off, man.
No, you good. But that I'm gonna say, man, 91, like Spock said, 91, 92 till about what was the last thing that I was interested in buying from Bad Boy? Aside from the
That was the last one I bought. A Child of the Ghetto.
When did 112 come out?
96. 96.
Yep. Cupid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, 96.
96.
That was my album right there. That was about 01. That's when I was done.
So now I'm gonna say they had at least 10
years.
Yeah,
no, more than 10. They had like a 15-year run.
15.
Okay. Think about making a band. Think about.
I ain't think of that. Okay.
Yeah, think about that, and think about the Day 26 dudes, Danity Kane situation, and I think the last thing that I was really interested in that Puff did with Bad Boy was the Last Train to.
The Paris.
The album got rotation for real. You're right.
Definitely. So I don't know what year that came out, but I'm gonna say 91 to that joint came out.
That was 2010, wasn't it? Last Train to Paris.
Right. So I mean, you almost had almost a 20-year run right there. Almost.
If it wasn't for Puff, I don't know where the remix game would be at.
Exactly.
Jermaine Dupri would have picked up slack up though.
Puff, some of Puff's remixes were way better than the original.
Yeah.
Like one more chance doesn't even. I mean.
Oh man, bruh, I don't even listen. I like One More Chance, the original, man. But if it wasn't for that Bunny the Boss joint that they redid with Mary and Faith on it, man.
Yeah. They did 2 remixes for One More Chance. They did the hip hop remix and that one.
Who did listen to the B-side? Well, Biggie and Brad on it for the Bad Boy soundtrack.
The what?
Listen to the B side. Play all night.
I don't know that.
I gotta hear this one.
It's on the Bad Boy soundtrack. Listen to the B side. Notorious R.G.
Like the movie, like Martin Lawrence and
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know.
I ain't heard that one.
Me either. The hip hop remix One More Chance was tight too. The dun, 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 dun. Marley Marl had used that on the In Control album.
Okay. I think Prince Paul ushered in the remix. That shit and like
I never heard of it.
He took it. He's like, because Prince Paul was remixing a lot of De La shit. Like they had so many remixes, on even on albums. They so
he did that. Me, Myself, and I.
Yeah, they remixed a lot of shit on that day on that 3 Feet High and Rising. But like I said, Puff took the remix to a whole nother
level.
And then R. Kelly started his remixes started being better than the actual songs. But but Puff had a stranglehold on that shit though.
Puff used to do 2 remixes per song. Damn I Need a Girl.
Yes.
Yo.
He did 2. That's right. He did 2 remixes. He did 2. He had the original joint with him and Usher. Then he did the joint with Mario Winans and Genuine, right?
Yeah. But the one with Usher, I thought that was the remix. Or was that the original?
That's the original.
Okay, I like the original. I really like the original better than the remix.
Y'all hear about
with the joint with Mario Winans and Genuine? I like that one better.
I like that. I love that Mario Winans album, man. I forgot about that. Jesus.
I didn't give that album a chance. Once I saw he used the Fugees, and I didn't really like the sample too much. I was like, honestly, I didn't give him a chance.
Man, I used to ride that. I had that shit in my at the time.
I don't want to know joint.
Yeah, I don't
I don't want no joint was rocking, man.
Shit went in. God
Didn't
damn.
the Sherry Dennis album come out on Bad Boy?
Sherry Dennis. Why do I know that name?
The Sherry Dennis joint that came out in 06, right?
Yeah. Sherry Dennis. Yeah,
I think that was on Bad Boy, or one of the affiliates.
Yeah.
Yeah, so dude almost had a 20-year run, man, with Bad Boy, before he just started doing other shit and just not, paying attention to everything else.
Yo, Black Rob went gold, Mace went platinum,
the Locks.
Big went platinum, Locks went platinum, Total went platinum, 112 went platinum.
No, never.
I'm trying. I'm sure Day 26 went gold.
Yeah, because they had TV presence, so that kind of helped sell their album. You know what I'm saying? They had like a TV presence.
112?
Which I think a lot of people have taken that formula from Puff, and they're using it. Like when you look at like A Love of Hip Hop, they're using that television presence to sell records. And
he did.
Although I think Day 26 has some nice music, but if they had a television presence to go along with all that. I can't say the same for Making the Band, but
and also Puff to me was the first person to revolutionize production theme.
Did he do that? You'll Never Find Another Love, that remix? You will never find another love, make it go. That shit, that was. I saw you. I was with him.
Was that Mario Winans?
I know you feel me. You will never find another love. I don't know. I'm about to look it up right now.
Why am I hitting 2 notes at the same time?
Man, that's that club shit right there, bro. It take me back home right there. Oof. To throw that on is over. Throw that on right in the middle of when everybody, when you got them out on the floor. That's another one to take out your back pocket.
Yeah, buddy. But yeah, man, that's
Puff,
almost 20 years, man, of just laying the groundwork for one of the greatest imprints ever.
and he ignited the production team, kind of thing. Like but the only people doing production, you ain't heard of a production team since
Bomb Squad.
Humbling,
Prior to that, Bomb Squad.
no, and Gambling Huff. Like who else was a production team before then?
You know, because Marley was a one man wrecking crew by himself.
Yeah.
And
Everybody
most producers around that time were
Large Professor.
Yeah, but
like Puff grabbed people that he knew. Like he didn't like. I mean, he went to those other guys for Big's first album.
Yeah, but after that he grabbed those people. But after a while, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this dude. I'm gonna take this cat right here. I'm gonna take this dude because Nasheem Myrick, man, that's a dude that never gets talked about, hardly ever. And he had some of the best shit on Big's albums. Not just Big's album, but Puff. But the whole Bad Boy shit.
That shit called In Essence was the name of the group.
Sorry, go ahead.
Hold on, I got problems.
I said he had some good shit on the War Report too.
Yes, yeah. Carlos Brody, he had a lot of crazy stuff, and crazy stuff on there too. But you never hear Nasheem Myrick being brought up, man, when it comes to being one of those architects. Him, Amin Ra, of course Stevie J,
Young Lord.
Yes.
Nobody ever brings up Young Lord.
Nah, not Young Lord. What's my other man that was on Big Album? Was it Digger? Digger Man? It wasn't Digger Man. I'm thinking about somebody else.
That was Digger.
Digger
the
Man.
Dude
Yeah.
from Master Ace's crew.
Right.
But he wasn't in the Hitman though.
Nah, he wasn't in the Hitman. That's why I was saying he wasn't a Hitman. But I know Amin Ra was, and Nasheem was, and Brody was, and Stevie J. I'm missing, but you said Young Lord. It is one more person.
Derek Angeletti.
D-Dot. Yep. D-Dot. One of the most important ones.
And Chucky Thompson.
Damn sure was. That's so much greatness, bro. As an ensemble under one umbrella, man. Like, come on, man.
Chucky Thompson and Stevie J were the guitar and key guys. Everybody else was
Stevie J was a keyboard dude too.
Yeah.
Like you look at Stevie J and you almost forget he's talented. Because he got so much foolishness going on, man.
When I heard I heard the original sample to I Got a Story to Tell.
Oh, really?
It sounds exactly the same. Like Chucky Thompson got that down to a T.
Man.
Down to a T.
Man.
Plus, the guitar riff on what's the Mobb Deep song? Burn, that's Chucky Thompson too.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, that I didn't know. Man, when that shit came out, you couldn't tell me that wasn't that. Man, we'd fight that shit. When that joint dropped.
Yeah, that was Chucky Thompson too. But I think Havoc did. Of course, I think Havoc did the drum programming.
Yeah, but even I think the Alchemist had the best joint on that Mob album. Not to get away from the Bad Boy shit, but he did the Lenny the No Place Like Home joint. What's my man? That the
Void.
Not Noah. What's the guy hold up, is it Lenny White? Not Lenny White.
Lenny S.
Dun 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 dun.
No, it's an old school. Lenny Williams. The Lenny Williams sample that he flipped on that record.
Yep, I love you because I love you.
Yeah, he flipped that for the No Place Like Home joint with
that
Littles.
shit. Oof.
That's the best flip of that sample that I've ever heard any producer do.
Hell yeah.
I've heard Kanye use it. I've heard countless other guys use that sample, but nobody has flipped it and destroyed it like Alchemist has.
What about the Scarface remake of it?
Yeah, they're not.
Girl, you know,
it's a close second.
That shit. They took.
It's a close second. It's a close second.
Hey, let's go around and name the best.
That's one of them. If you that's one of that Lenny Williams joint. That's one of the best. That's like one of the best. And I mean, that's one of the best sample flips I've heard other producers use.
I think that Kanye Starships is one of the best Marvin flips ever.
Oh my!
Starship.
Hands down.
Oh, you talking about the spaceship joints? Man.
I gotta say Dilla. Don't say good night.
Oh
yeah. That he murdered that. He murdered that.
You know, Wallace don't say nothing until Dilla's name come up.
You know what? When Dilla flipped, what's that song?
When he flipped Footsteps in the Dark too, for Won't Do.
What's the song he flipped for Ason Jones off Raekwon's album?
Ooh,
the Believe in God joint.
Jesus.
Whatever he flipped that Ason Jones was that's correct because I remember the original.
I mean, because Hill Prop got that record. Hill Prop did like a YouTube video about that with that record. It's a JJ Barnes joint. You're a living dog, and he flipped it. He flipped it to make the song. Well, I know his mom's had sang on the J Loves Japan joint, and it's the sample says you're a living dog, but
yeah,
he flipped it to make it kind of like say if you believe in God or something like that, which he was dope at doing, always manipulating, certain samples to make them say one thing, and you think he'd be saying one thing, but he'd be saying a total different thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see. Man.
I did a YouTube video when my father died. I found that record in his stash. I played it.
You were going through the 45s.
Let's get it.
I don't know where my daddy collection went. He had a shitload of them. I think my uncle got them all.
Man, I had to go. I had to find that uncle.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, man.
Shake him down, hey man. I want my dad records.
Real, like my dad had mad records, man. I mean, hundreds and thousands of them, man. I mean,
what album is that with the Dilla and
I want to say it's a JJ Barnes. It's a JJ Barnes joint.
I'm talking about the Raekwon and Dilla.
Only Built for Cuban Links too.
Yeah.
Yep.
What?
Each song. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Ason Jones. Dilla did that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit there, man. Yeah, you're right, Wallace. Because I heard Hill Prop play that joint back, and I was like, damn, like, really?
I mean, Dilla and Knife, they got a few of my favorite ones. Like I like that Knife Wonder flip of that Bobby Womack joint. That where you gonna hide?
Was that him or Crisis?
Sing it.
No, that was Knife. No, that was Dilla.
Nah, I don't know Wallace. I know Pooh. I know Pooh says Dilla on that joint, but when you listen to the beat, you actually think it's a Dilla beat because when he says Dilla, you're like, okay. Doom. Yeah, don't compare. That's one of my favorite Little Brother songs, man. I think Elzai murdered that beat.
Hold on, we talking what beat we talking about?
The Nowhere to Hide joint. Hide and Play.
You talking about Knife Wonder did that, right?
Did he?
Crisis. I thought.
Crisis.
I thought that was
Crisis.
Crisis.
Talking about with the breath. He got the inhale and the beat.
He
He
said
could
Chronicles
like
on the board.
do.
Yeah.
And then you know,
Right.
and yeah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Elzai killed. Oh my god, that was
Yeah,
like one of
killed
my
that
favorite
shit.
Elzai verses, man.
There's so many fucking Elzai verses. I
Don't
forgot
compare
what
me
he
to
said.
jokes. I'll strangle the air in your throat like you
that's
jump from a
right,
chair, choked in midair from a rope. I got a big gun to carry your scope, the flare and the smoke. Keep niggas quiet like words librarians spoke.
Like, man, that
Damn.
What?
Man,
Okay.
some of the Jakes won't make out the handprints.
yeah. Blow your face out and shake out the dandruff. The Jakes won't make out the handprints. I'm as real as it gets when it's still in the clip. Buck and make niggas duck and nil in the splits. Like, damn.
Yeah, dog. That's the shit right there.
Whew. But
That's
I'm trying to
the
think
shit
of other
right there.
producers that did some crazy like.
I did originally think that Dilla did that, but then
because Pooh says Dilla on the when it first comes on. So
that's what I assumed from hearing that.
Trying to think who else got some crazy flips. I think Pete got a lot of I won't say that. But he do have a lot of joints that he's done that other people they won't touch or whatever. Like they reminisce over you joint. You can pick that record up now, and I can guarantee you won't do it half as great as he did with. Although it's pretty much loops and filtering and shit, but trying to think of some more joints. Preem got a few joints that.
Oh my God! Can I say this real quick? Power. I think it's Power 105 in LA has a YouTube channel where they show all of the samples, the sample flips on an album. Like let's say it's the 20th anniversary of the 20-year anniversary of an album. They did Group Home, Living Proof. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Please.
The flips are out of control.
That's the cameo joint.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in listen to the B side because I think y'all know what I'm talking about.
Downtown or something, I think the name of the song's called Downtown. But Primo flipped the hell out of that.
Yeah. Preem got a lot of joints, man. Preem got
a lot of flips.
Yeah, what's the joint he did for
Million and One Questions.
Yes. Woo. And then he was using the 60 with that. So I'm like, man, how you get that? How did you make that happen in the MPC 60? Like the 62 rather, I think. But man. Let me see. I'm gonna see. Preem got a few of them joints, man. The 10 Crack Commandments joint. Let me see. What was another joint? In the especially the Mass Appeal joint.
What sample is 10 Crack Commandments?
It's like an elevator. He was talking about, but I'm saying that he played the sample stuff, but the way he was able to chop that up on just using the 60. Yeah, think about it, the 60 is very, very limited. So a lot of shit that Preem crank out is like shit is like works of Marvel.
I mean, yeah, Primo is. I think as much credit as he gets, I think he doesn't get a lot of credit when it comes to the flips that he did. I mean, it's beast. I mean, the D original, that J. Rue the Damager.
Man, listen.
I tell you a flip that needs to go down into the history. Oh baby, I like it raw, old dirty bastard.
Have you heard the original?
If you hear, is that a RZA? Is that a RZA joint?
Either RZA or fucking Fourth Disciple or somebody. Hold up.
Yo, I went to a party and DJ oh man, what's this dude's name? He's a DJ producer that everybody sleeps on too. I can't remember his name. He had a BBE joint out.
You talking about not? You're not talking about Marley. You're not talking about Pete. You're not talking about Dilla. You're talking about
from New York. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Spinner.
Spinner played it. Man, it. I'm not even gonna say. I'm gonna say what it is after dark, because that shit is. know if the sample is cleared.
Shimmy Shimmy Ya.
Let me check. Yeah, let me check who sample and then.
I don't know who produced this joint though. Okay, number 4. Okay, Shimmy Shimmy Ya was produced by RZA. Only one that wasn't produced by RZA was Fourth Disciple. So
okay, they don't have it. They don't have the sample on here.
good for them.
Whoever playing in the background, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was a RZA joint because I for some reason I thought that was true, either Fourth Disciple or True Master, but.
And I'm gonna, even though y'all probably never heard the original sample, Onyx the Worst.
Whoa, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Latif played me the original sample.
Man. That shit, but it's so many flips out there that, you know. I think the true test is if you had to go back in as a producer and recreate that joint, you know, having all the tools that you have now, or even if you were limited in the aspect of having the old technology or whatever, could you do the same thing? Could you go in and recreate it, you know, chop for chop, note for note, you know? Could you go back and do it?
I don't know.
Because I'm gonna tell you, I always tell people there's a beat. I've redone Players, I've redone They Reminisce Over You, but it's one beat in particular that I've heard that I could never recreate. And this was a beat that Dilla did for Most Def and Kweli called Little Brother. And
Yes, sir.
And if you go back and listen to that, what he used as sample material, that shit had nothing but drums and stuff in it. And I mean, it had nothing but vocal staffs in the joint, because Pete Rock used it as an interlude on I want to say the main ingredient. And Dilla took that song and he chopped it to the point where he chopped around all the words in it and made that beat. Did. And I was like, and to this day, I will never try to attempt to recreate that beat because of the complexity of it. That is a complex song to chop.
What song?
Little Brother joint, but it's using the Roy Ayers sample. Little
Brother joint.
No, it's a Kweli and Most Def song called Little Brother. If you Google that song, listen, and you go back and listen to the sample source, the sample material for that song, you'll be like, how the fuck did he do this?
Hold up.
Dude, I got some chops on the 2000. I can't, just my own beats, you chop them up, and I can't recreate them.
I put Questlove talking about that chop in the chat.
Yes, he was there with Red Bull, right?
Yes, he was.
And that when I looked at that, because I saw Spinner redid it on the Dilla Breaks joint with YG, and I was still looking like, man, I'll never try to redo that. I'll never do that. Because I remember the OG from listening to P Rock and CL Smooth, so I knew where it came from, but I was just thinking like there's no the whole time he's Roy Ayers is singing, there's no moment that he's not talking in the joint, so that's why I think that's one of them flips that let me see if I can find it, put it in the chat.
Hey, did he ever release that on 45?
I'm not certain.
And the reason I say that because what's that Isley Brother joint that he did? Jay Dilla sampled
Footsteps in the Dark?
Not Footsteps in the Is it Footsteps in the Dark? Because on the 40, yeah, because on the 45 on the B side is the instrumental.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I copped that joint, and the instrumentals on the B side.
Okay.
Because I was dumbfounded on how he was able to get around the vocals in that song as well.
You talking about the same song that's got Common rapping on it, right?
Yeah, that. Yeah. What? Don't say good night.
Oh yeah,
That was
don't
Yeah,
say
yeah,
goodnight,
yeah, yeah,
Jones.
yeah, 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 yeah. You
But
chopped
he
the
got
fuck
so many
with that
different
one.
variations of that song
Yeah.
of that song though, because I've heard 3 versions that I heard the one Quali spit over, and then I've heard it somewhere. I've heard another person use it as well.
Yeah, you got the
But
one that's on the Shining.
right, the one that's on the Shining, but the one that Quali rounds over, he got the vocal chops and like I feel you, and he got like a lot of vocal stabs and stuff in that beat. But it's the same sample material though.
Yeah.
What about the joint that he did for De La Soul for
Oh man, the
You talking
love
about
ballad
Snakes
joint.
Line?
Man, no, he talking about the love ballad joint, right?
you talk about with a yummy
Or
Bingham?
the Ahmad Jamal joint. It's because he got 2 joints. That much more beat, bruh.
That much more, yeah, man.
Man, listen.
yo, I swear to you, he had to use the karaoke version. Wait,
You could chop around the vocals on that. Yeah.
because I've heard the jazz version of that, and it sounds exactly the same, except it's just a little slower.
Really? I know they had a jazz version.
Yeah, like a jazz dude did his version.
And let me see.
And I was like, Dilla had to use this and just tune like some LTD. There's no way he
karaoke.
So Hurst, you said you chopped "Don't Cry." You recreated "Don't Cry."
Oh hell no! That's another one I won't mess with.
I'm like, man, you can get your ass up out of here with that shit.
No, no.
You know how hard that shit is, man.
Yeah, man. Listen, no. Like I said, I don't make it a habit of trying to go and redo everything that somebody does. But you know, every now and again, I'll try to recreate something to see how close I can actually get. But that's another one I won't mess with. Like,
See,
no.
the only one that I was able to recreate is "You Love."
Okay, man.
That wasn't that hard. That was pretty easy.
Right, but that joint, the little brother joint,
yeah, I'm hearing
what
that.
the joint he did a beat that's in 5/4 timing. That was on Welcome to Detroit. I think it's the intro track. I
want that crazy ass bass line.
Yes,
with the weird ass sounds in the background.
Right. That's
5/4.
That's 5/4 timing.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I was able to recreate the joint he did for Busta.
The Les Sparkle joint.
On the Big Bang Theory one, the one with the niggas in this game all sound the same.
Oh, you talking about the Minnie Riperton joint? Yeah. I think that's every producer's like,
dude.
If you discover that record when you digging and you hear it, you gonna want to make something out of it. Plain and simple.
I think Cats did a pretty good job with it. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
RTO, man, is Jesus.
RTO. I discovered how he chopped it. But I had to go back and forth. That's like one of my favorite songs on that album. So I'm like, how the fuck did he chop this? Because it ain't in 4/4. That's for damn sure.
Right.
It's not in 5/4. It's like 3 and some change 4.
There's another song that he chopped for Welcome to Detroit. It's a weather report joint. I have that record. Matter of fact, the record he used for Busta's the Sparkle joint, I got that one. But to come and get a joint off of Welcome to Detroit,
yeah,
there's no way. Like I'm like Gadget, dude. He had to find a version that was like, man, like minimalistic, because if you listen to that song, Come and Get It, like the way he chopped around that record, dude, he must have fucking did that. He did the equivalent to a fucking quilt.
Yeah,
that beat is like a quilt, because he took pieces from everywhere and made that joint. And you're like, wait a minute, hold up, how he get that part out of this? And like, you know what? I'm just gonna listen to this shit. I'm about to stop asking questions. But a lot of my favorite producers have done that. It's stuff that Pete Rock has done. I was like, man, how the fuck did he do that shit?
And some of your best flips, I would dare to argue that some of the things that we look at as being like some of the most skillful flips and all that, a lot of it probably happened by accident.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of it happened by accident. Like, oh, how did that just, because that's part of the magic of it, man. That's why I love it.
Right.
That's why sampling is so fucking dope, man. Like,
if you don't love this shit, man, something wrong with you, man. Because it's people look at, it's people on the outside look at sampling as something different, something bad or whatever, or man. But it's actually more difficult to flip a sample or flip a sample than it is to actually, man, to actually go play keys or play a trumpet, or you know what I'm saying, like. It's a skill attached to it. And that's what people have to understand sometimes. It's actually a skill in doing the shit that we do. Like it's a real skill.
I think
that's correct. That though, it's a skill to take something from something else and make it not seem like it was originally.
I think that people are crazy not to have a setup in your house of music. Everyone else is weirdos. You don't got a setup in the house, man. Something. Drum machines, a piece of equipment or something. You're fucking weirdo. What are you doing with your time?
I'm not a weirdo. You're a weirdo.
I remember trying to explain to my boy 4-4 and shit, because he's just a regular average person listening to music. And I'm like, we was just sitting there playing some song. And I'm like, and that's when the hook comes.
You gonna find?
And you're like, how the fuck you know that shit? I'm like, because I got a natural 4/4 count in my head, like.
Yeah.
So I'm up here explaining it, 1 and 2 and 3 or 4 in, and then boom, he like, you see the motherfucking light flash in his head, like. Now I get it.
Vincenzo Cirio, he just hit it on the head too, man. Havoc got some crazy flips too, man. That Shook Ones Part 2, you should.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can bury that in the archives right there. You ain't gonna recreate that joint either.
No, you're not.
You ain't even, did Q-Tip do the drums on that one?
Man, Havoc. It's all Havoc. That's all Havoc. I think, man, but that's one. Man, Havoc but that's another guy that, man, when you think about producers, you don't think about him quite often. But this dude got his production game is on point.
Looking like a little old cricket.
Because the way I think, listening to the OG sample for Shook Ones Part 2, especially the main parts.
Did you hear that shit?
I'm listening to this shit. So I'm like, and I got a Herbie Hancock record with that on, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold up, that's that?
Exactly. Man. You know, it was high. It was fucking.
A cat like Havoc, man. Though, a lot of producers are created, man, out of necessity. Like, Havoc was saying pretty much like he was looking for certain beats from certain producers, man. They were telling him like, man, I can't think about who told. I think it was Pete. Pete told him like, man, you do better, man. You create your own shit, because you don't think you can afford one of these beats. And out of that, Havoc the producer was born, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So out of necessity, man, necessity would, man, have you on some man, have you on a path of greatness sometimes.
Fuck it, I do it myself.
Right. But you just think about how great of that's like one of the greatest hip hop beats, one of the greatest beats ever. You can't play that joint nowhere and people not react to it. That's kind of like when I hear Annie Up makes me put me in a certain mood every time I hear it.
Yeah, it was the thing that made it so perfect was that it like perfectly kind of like encapsulated who Mobb Deep, like East Coast hip hop at that time.
Yes,
like perfectly. It was dark. That was a dark beat.
Yeah,
very dark.
Survival of the Fittest was too. I don't know what that sample. I don't know what that OG sample was. Man.
Oh my god.
So like you said, I think the brightest, most optimistic song on that album was the Drink Away the Pain joint, Situation.
Drink the pain away.
Yes, and that's one of my favorite Q-Tip beats, but it didn't fit the whole scheme of things with that record.
Like Cradle to the Grave.
Right.
Cradle to the Grave was very dark.
Yeah,
right.
Rises, that is my joint.
But Situations Drink Away the Pain joint. Although I love that song, I like that just don't fit. Trife Life was banging.
Hey, I know y'all don't like this song, but the hell?
Wait.
I know y'all don't like the song, but the way I'm about to say Easy Mode B, not Easy Mode B. Flipped the sample for Uchi Wally.
Yeah,
brother.
You know what though? I actually like Uchi Wally.
I don't dislike Uchi Wally though.
That beat is bananas. But I only like the beginning. Nas.
Didn't y'all say that was Nas' worst verse?
Jay-Z said that. Jay said that. Jay said the Bodyguard verse was better than yours.
Speaking of verses, you see what Tim White posted on his Facebook? the camera on this. It says camera be about to be like, I make you with maces. My maze is amazing. Amazing.
Hold up, man.
Hold on. Let me.
Tim White. Oh man, I'm gonna tell you something, dude. You need a morning inspirational laugh. Find Tim White.
Yeah. Yo, he said, "Mace you be Mason. I mace you with maces. My maze is amazing.
Amazing, amazing. Pass the life. Pass the life.
Pass the life. Pass the life. Pass your wife. Give it a dig. Give it after the life.
And you after Christ.
The camera.
Hey man, hold up.
Hey, he might use that shit. He might grab them lyrics from Tim.
What if he take that for real though? Like, oh, hey, you want to be funny? Okay. Make she be Mason. I make she. Hey, and I can hear the. Hey, this is to the Get It Girl beat. I bet you. Make she be Mason. I make she with Maces. Amazing, amazing amazement.
But at the end when he say mice after mice pookie dookie hoopie poopie.
after and you after Christ after mice pookie pookie dookie hoopie poopie. Man. Tim White, you the real MVP, brother.
Dookity bookie.
Hey,
Tim White,
man. That's stupid, man. Goddamn Cameron.
What's Cam's verse on Wayne? That's a memorable verse.
Was it? What song is it?
Just Fire.
Oh shit.
Dunny Bang, I said Cam has a sample of the response on his IG. Oh, so let me go to IG.
Damn. Already?
You know it don't take long, man. You know how
I don't know. This ain't like it used to be, I guess.
Nah.
Instant gram shit.
Right.
Instant gram.
Pookie dookie, hoopie poopie.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Boy, they gotta stay off of Facebook, man. Man, jeez,
another topic that I wanted to talk about was going to affect a lot of people. the net neutrality shit that they're trying to push.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's crazy. That's major.
It is, man.
That's going to affect SoundCloud.
What's going on?
They're getting away from net neutrality. So that means that corporations with bigger money will have bigger pipes.
Mm-hmm. They can they can limit, your access to your access to
bandwidth, your everything.
Your bandwidth. They can shut you down after a couple of gigs of streaming. They can charge you more if you want to gain more access. Yeah.
So what does that do to services like Netflix and Amazon? What'd you say, RT? I didn't hear you.
No, but Wide Body was playing. I was just
My
listening.
bad. I thought I was on mute.
Oh yeah, Cameron responded already though. But yeah, but that shit is gonna damage a lot of shit. It's gonna pretty much affect the way of life as we know it, especially being on the Hangouts, stream. People who stream, who pay put extra money for this streaming, unlimited streaming and stuff like that. So now they gonna have to they having to reconfigure the whole game pretty much.
Yes. People actually might start buying hard copies of music again.
Damn.
Yeah, but it's gonna kill everything else though.
Yeah. We'll really go back to buying physical copies?
No.
I mean, I never stopped. So yeah, I never stopped. So
what's gonna happen to Spotify? Tidal.
That's what I'm saying. So it would be in the best interest of those companies that you just named to lobby against that and kind of because they got the money to fight it.
You think?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Apple Music and people like that. Those guys have more capital than capital. They got more capital than they know what to do with.
I must say this.
And they lobby together. I mean, I'm pretty sure they can figure something out. But it also depends on the people who are their representatives and their congressmen or whoever.
Hey, I must say this. I think I'm just looking at Cameron's old pictures. Them dudes definitely did rep the city right, man. When they were at the height, though, I ain't gonna lie, man. There was a lot of flashy shit going on. So I take my hat off to all the flamboyant shit. Other than the music, I mean, outside of the music, I think they were only ones. Oh, when Dipset was popping back in like 04, 03, 05, around that area. I was looking at some old pictures of Cam.
You just went back 10 minutes ago.
Well, I've been on mute on Instagram checking out the Cam shit, like y'all said. Damn, y'all moving fast too. God damn.
Jewels with the oversized
goddamn bandana. Yeah.
The oversized teeth. Have y'all been paying attention to Jewels? Jewels was on TRL the other night, and Jewels looked like he been fucking with that powder, nigga.
You that Slim?
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna send y'all the link.
Hey. All right.
Man, that dude always had oversized fitted, man. You know how many cats was walking around here oversized fitted, man? You could slap their bill and they had a turn.
Put toilet tissue in between. They just scalp
or bandana, man. But them dudes movement was such a huge movement that, man, you had dudes down here that was that swore they were Dipset. They said,
all right, I'm gonna put this video in the chat. I want you to open it and look at when oh shit, wrong thing. Look at when Joel started talking. This is not the same Santana, bro. He been on that work.
I mean,
he look kind of dusted right now.
He made a song since that was what 10 years ago.
Yeah, I mean,
what is that? DC Fly?
Yep, he's the host of this right now.
Talk about it.
Bro, is back?
Yes, sir. Cam. I don't see Cam on here though.
No, Cameron went on there.
They had more people. What's happened to the cat? J.R. Ryder. And somebody else. Was it Duke the God? Was it Duke the God? Hell Rail.
The motherfucker sugar be boogering. Yeah, you look a little on one.
Man, Tim White, man.
Whoever said Jew right on the mark, tell him that ain't right. Like he don't even talk right no more.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Shout outs to him. He is he's a legend, but I think that somebody actually that was close to him attested to the fact that he was having some real issues with it.
You think he's a legend?
I mean, I think that he has achieved a lot. I ain't gonna say he's not.
I think he was on
in
his
the upper
way.
echelon of cats, but I think that he's done. I think that he made his mark.
Yeah, something ain't right. Yeah,
he
I'm
was in
looking
the
at this
league.
shit. He got like that delayed reaction shit going on.
Fucking with that word.
I'm just glad he ain't got on the oversized skull hat. That shit would look terrible. Hold up. Damn, Jelani's still in here? Oh, he pieced out.
Did y'all talk about alternative facts and all that?
Briefly, he told me I wasn't supposed to be talking to him tonight.
Right. Did you hear what Dunsworth did with that West Side Gun and MF Doom joint?
I hadn't heard it yet. That was next on the agenda.
My God. That joint stings.
Cats is working, man.
Yeah.
Cats is out here working, man. Out here putting that work in.
Have you heard of this singer called Her?
Yes.
No.
Is it good?
Yes.
Yes. Grab that joint. Get all of
said
it.
Her is really. Somebody on Twitter said Her is really.
I don't care, cause they got that joint Cadillac Dreams with
you said it's really who?
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill.
Like she had to do it because nobody's buying her album.
You know what?
That's true.
I can believe that. You should. And if it truly is her, she shouldn't have did the shit she did, the coolest shit she did.
You guys look like you had a stroke or something, man. Like Muhammad Ali.
Man.
Real. Talk just like Muhammad Ali. Look just like him when he talk. Yo.
Look like he ain't doing well, man. It's
real, man. That's sad,
crazy.
man.
Yeah, life come at you fast, man.
Damn.
He was fucking with Kim Bella.
Hey, you know what I just found out? I didn't even know because I never chose to look. What was that damn song with Peter Guns and Lord Tariq, the Uptown joint?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was a damn Ahmad. Was that a Ahmad Jamal sample, or did he replay that?
No, sir. That was Steely Dan. They
okay. So Ahmad Jamal must have replayed that because I got a song where he's playing this shit called Black Cow.
Black Cow. Yeah.
Black Cow. Yeah.
They just like they did Fab. They snatched everything from them dudes.
Yep.
The whole pie. They ain't leave them dudes no crust, no crumbs,
nothing to their imagination.
Filling, nothing. Took the whole pie. No, that that's how I did Cam with that breathe joint.
This is a fucking cruel ass world, man. Motherfuckers getting killed on Thanksgiving. What the fuck? These ain't shit.
I think I'm crazy. Shit. Everybody got a sale going on. Sound Toys got a sale too. Shit.
Stupid.
Oh my god. Everybody got a sale, man. It's hard to keep money in your pocket with shit like this.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna check that Dunsworth joint out in a little while. I've been
Yeah,
Do it now. Do it quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, he killed that shit.
It's a free
He
download. Too,
murdered
right?
that shit.
Yeah, shout out to him for that, then. Gadget got shit for sale. He's selling the whole Phonics packs.
Right.
Pockets just, man, fucking deflated like a balloon. Made you be Mason. I made you with Masons. Man, this is a fun. I gotta start looking at this shit, man. This is hilarious, man. Mice Pookie Dookie Hoopy Poopy. Man, unreal.
You could say I'm friends with Fred.
Yeah, this is crazy. But let me see what this is right here. Yeah, Joel's he don't look the same, man.
Not at all.
He's eating good.
Hey, look, Joel look like a fiend, man. It's crazy.
Oh shit! Oh, what song is this?
That's Common.
Yes.
They say.
Hey man, stop ear hustling in my earphones. Yeah. Listen to my Jamal stash. Hey man. I didn't know that shit was that loud. Fuck.
That's why Hilly Land. That flip too. That flip was a crazy flip too.
I found on this obscure ass. I found a record that Dead Prayer sample for that bonus track they had that. I found that shit. I just ran across that shit, man. I was listening to this record and it just played.
Wow.
I mean, it's interesting how much like we ain't by ourselves here. You know what I'm saying? The shit, it will pop up.
No question.
Hey, going back to this net neutrality, like I'm reading an article now. 2005 for blocking voice over IP services. He put a stop to it. Also in 2005, Comcast was denying access to peer-to-peer services without intent. AT&T was blocking Skype and other voice over IPs because they didn't like the competition. And Metro blocked all street food. Damn. 2011 to 2013.
Hey, Gadget, you've been cutting in and out like a lot today.
Access to. Hear me now? What about now?
Yeah, there you go.
2013, AT&T, Sprint, and Verizon were blocking access to Google Wallet. In 2012, AT&T tried to block access to FaceTime unless customers pay more money.
Yeah. So what I said earlier,
wow.
if you're
About to hit the fan.
if you're a service provider, that this shit is I mean, it plays right into your hand because now you can do more of a money grab.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
this whole cutting the cord now. This whole cutting the cord is going to be you're just going to be high as a cable bill now. For
Yeah,
You're right.
We'll just keep it shit.
And for people who are, straight, like you said, people who are streaming, once they get to a certain, because when you go overseas, I don't know about now, but back in the days, man, the people like in Japan and China, they had unlimited access to everything. It wasn't no cap. It was just a norm to have internet on your your phones and stuff, or at your house, and there was no cap on it. But good old America. They're gonna capitalize off of everything they can, which is crazy because people's lives revolve around having unlimited access now. So now you're trying to stifle that. You're gonna create an uproar.
Imagine blocking shit like Bitcoin and shit like that.
Man, listen. Shit, or what's the joint? What's the app, man? The trader app.
E-Trade.
Oh, Robinhood.
Robinhood, right? you go and check your shit, and you like, in order to go proceed, you gotta Verizon tell you, or your server, your phone.
What about just going to your banking apps?
Ooh, what about that either?
What if they say, hey, you have to pay extra to go to your SunTrust app?
Yeah. Hey, motherfucker gonna start back, man, writing letters and mailing letters and shit. sending out newsletters.
Anything can be pirated. So I mean,
true that, because you got some brilliant people out here, man, who they refuse to play the game. So
yeah,
whatever their long-term solution is, it won't last long.
It's going to hurt them. It's going to hurt them in the long run.
No doubt, because they're gonna, with anything that you introduce new and you try and you gouge and you price gouge and you money grubbing. Once your product ain't moving like it needs, you're gonna have to start downsizing then, or make provision for people to, to buy your product still.
All it takes is one fucking renegade to just say unlimited, and everybody's gonna jump over to them. And then it's back to unlimited again. I mean, look what happened to the cell phone. Like, cell phone bills used to be astronomical.
Yeah.
They charge for every infraction. They charge for everything.
Yeah. Then somebody had the bright idea. Hey, why don't we charge $50 for everything?
And you know who those people were? It was usually those people like Cricket, people like Boost, people like any prepaid, the guys who were doing prepaid then. And what happened was, once those people were getting money, like, okay, well, they getting money off here, so let's kind of like format our shit this way. Then on top of it, let's go buy the very same people who pioneered this shit and just bring them into our fold and make them obsolete. Because AT&T bought this spot. Like Cricket used to be a real big thing here in Memphis, where you paid a certain amount of money a month, and it started out as you only could make local calls, but back in the days I couldn't even I couldn't even text you if we weren't on the same service provider.
Right.
So, Cricket was able to give you give you the luxury of having a phone and having a prepaid bill a month, to where you didn't have to worry about overages and all that good stuff. So the more they kind of like developed that whole thing, the more the big boys started to see what was going on, and they started to kind of emulate that whole formula or whatnot. So I'm trying to see who else you had. You had Boost. You had like Cricket. I want to say Virgin.
Boost and Cricket all use like T-Mobile or AT&T for the backbone.
No, Boost is actually
Yeah.
Sprint. That's a Sprint. That's a Sprint tower.
Right.
I think it's CDMA, and I think T-Mobile and AT&T. Yeah, T-Mobile and AT&T, they use the GSM networks. So,
Can everybody hear me? Check.
Yeah.
What's going on, Wade?
What up, y'all?
Oh man, but most of those smaller companies use like the bigger companies' networks.
Right. Yeah. But it's gonna be quite interesting to see. I think you had posted that, guy. That's when I was reading about it. But yeah, it's gonna be kind of interesting to see where this takes off. You're gonna have a lot of people, man, ready to punch some people in the face behind this shit. I can tell you now.
What are we talking about?
Strippers? No, for real. Net neutrality. Oh shit.
I tell you what, man, the millennials, they ain't trying to play no more than what they're paying right now.
Right.
Look, they can only afford ramen noodles and
especially that artsy crowd, man. Shoot.
Yeah. Let me tell hey, wait, no offense. Who's Netflix? Will be an uprising in the United States.
Are they losing Netflix?
If this net neutrality thing comes into fruition and you got to pay extra for Netflix.
Well, we no more Netflix and chill. You just be chilling.
Like separate from like we talking like if you get certain cell phone providers now, it includes Netflix, stuff like that.
That's all across the board.
I pay separate. I pay separate for my Netflix.
No, but I'm saying
what he's talking about is if they pass this bill on the net neutrality situation, it's going to pretty much stifle how much data that you're able to access. It's going to be at their discretion. Whoever's the provider, it's going to be at their discretion.
Okay, I've been unlimited for as long as providers offered, so I see that would affect me directly. Yeah, I got it.
Can I ask this real quick? What was the point of capping this? What is the point? I would have thought by now this shit would be unlimited beyond 5 years ago. I would have thought it would have came to realization.
You know what? I want to
monetization,
right? Yeah. Because you want to capitalize off every aspect of the experience. Like if pretty soon they're gonna be charging you to text. You're gonna be charged per letter. And when texting, so you're gonna have to shorthand the shit so you won't get overcharged.
So you're gonna be talking in like 3-letter
shorthand.
Right.
For real. We had to learn that. Save some money.
Bobby had a baby, it's a boy.
Everything
baby was born. Bye.
It's gonna be an emoji.
Right.
You're gonna start charging you for symbols.
It's gonna be emoji language.
When are they voting on this?
What you call me?
What about people who have like mom and pop shops who have their own websites? Like Amazon's gonna be able to pay for a bigger pipe.
Yeah.
What if everybody's still gonna get the Amazon, but everybody can't get the RTOrecords.com or whatever.
When's this taking effect?
It's just talk now, but it has a real possibility of happening if certain people.
I tell you what, there's a lot of analytics and static and a lot of statisticians and this lean shit is like Chili taking over. Like my whole company started doing this lean initiative. Everything is put under a microscope and time studied. And if I use a bathroom 5 times a day, besides not including my break, you add that up, they'll multiply that at it. Do the hard and soft savings on me not using the bathroom and say, hey man, we'll save $5,000 a year if you don't use
stop drinking so much water. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like everything is included in that now. They get these little mini tab programs and they put all this data in there, man, and that's how they dictate how things go on, man. It's not human anymore. It's
they've taken micromanaging to a whole nother level.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely.
Like when I was in the military, it was one thing. Like if you were called at your barracks, and you had to be down at the commo shop, they knew that, okay, it's not going to take more than 15 minutes from where you're at.
Yeah.
But now it's a whole nother level. Like every little indice is studied. It's crazy.
Right. You know what's crazy? My job, we build trucks, so we do a lot of bolts and nuts. They'll tell you if you drop a whole thing of nuts and bolts on the ground, you're not to pick it up because it costs more money for you to pick those nuts and bolts up off the ground than actually to scoop them up in a dustpan and throw them away.
Wow. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, dead serious. They're out of hand. I'm like, man, if you don't pick them nuts and bolts up off the ground,
sometimes you can be so smart that you actually, man, in actuality, you stupid.
Thank you.
Smart dumb cats. Yeah.
Right. It's that saying. It's that saying. Tripping over dollars to save pennies.
Wow.
Hey, but white people are not going to let this happen.
They better not. Come on, white people.
Right. Come on, bro. Like a crap game, man. Like, come on, man. Come on, 7 with your funk ass.
Hey, white people. White people have never came through for me before, but now y'all gotta
come through.
Who are the people for this? Like, well, who are the main lobbyists? Like, is like Bill Gates and Microsoft?
Just the cable companies.
They are for it. Okay. Let me tell you a story.
Think about it. AT&T they're like one of the biggest conglomerates in terms of information and data because they bought DirecTV. So
Verizon.
Man,
Verizon have Dish or something like that.
Yeah, Verizon has something too. I want to say it's Dish.
I'm not sure.
It's pretty much the providers of the service.
Quick
back
story.
In the day, what's funny is back in the day and I don't mean back in the day that long ago, but Dish was trying to buy DirecTV, and Rupert Murdoch was crying like a little baby at the table, saying, "No, if Dish buys DirecTV, then they got a monopoly." But really, all Dish was saying was that, look, we're just a cable provider like y'all, so like it's not like we're a satellite company because y'all get your programming from satellites in the sky too. The only difference is you just pump it straight from your sources to the house, whereas with a dish, you have an individual dish. So essentially, the satellite company is just a cable company anyway. I think things would have went a whole lot different if Dish would have acquired DirecTV as well.
Mm-hmm. Quick story. I don't watch TV anymore. I mostly watch YouTube, Netflix, whatever. So I go call the cable company. I call myself being slick. I got a little bit one of those cards, not cards, but to plug in. My wife got the joint TV, whatever. So I call the cable company. I'm like, I want to get rid of my phone and I want to get rid of my TV. I just want to have the internet. Lady goes, sir, it's gonna end up costing you more money in the long run. Your internet's gonna be like $200-$300 a month.
They tried that shit with my wife.
Yeah. So
yeah, for real. They did. They tried that with my wife. My wife was trying to get rid of her of the landline, and they were telling her like, well, if you get it's cheaper. They try to give you the option. If you bundle more, you're gonna save more. Which that's a bunch. Right. That's a load of shit because if I got more shit I'm using, that's more money that's coming out.
Yeah.
So.
They Time Warner went to Spectrum here locally where I'm at, and I don't know, what that whole thing is nationwide, but for the first time ever, I saw something good that happened, and that's that I've been at about 50, I think like $56 a month for the internet, something like that, and I was at like 30 Mbps download, 30, 40, something like that, right? And with that switch over, I get a letter in the mail, and I'm like, oh man, the cable company, they're gonna jack my prices up, right? And no, they did nothing with the price. They kept it straight, and they jumped me up to 100 megabyte download. I was and
what's probably gonna happen after that? They're gonna say, oh shit, this guy. Okay, you know what? It's like giving somebody that first taste of a dope or whatever, and you get it.
No doubt.
Then
I just call every year. Like if they try to pull that, I'm like, look, they got a better deal here. I've been a loyal customer for this long. Y'all got to keep it at that price. And if they don't do it, I go locally.
It's a shame to do that.
It was that.
It's a shame that you have to do that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well,
it's like Sirius satellite radio, man. Sirius satellite radio is complimentary for 90 days when you buy a new Lexus or a certified pre-owned Lexus, and then after that 90 days, the price is $20 a month. It's $14.99, but they don't tell you taxes and fees in addition. And so it ends up being $19.99 a month. And like Like I know people that are paying $4 a month for the service because unfortunately it's unfair, but it's like the cable company, they'll get out of you what they can. And if you don't fight for it, well, they're going to take you
won't
to
give
the
it to you.
cleaners.
Right.
You know? Because there's people that are paying really, really, really little because they're gouging people at the top. And everybody, it's just an unfair business practice is what it is.
Welcome to America.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, they need to start. The government needs to get involved in that shit, man. They $200 a month of cable bill, man. Remember the $99?
I think the internet should have been a utility a long time ago.
Right. Remember the $99 bundle? Like that was like, then you know, I did that with DirecTV. I got DirecTV and I got the AT&T internet, and after 6 months, everything went regular price. Fine, they prime printed me, man. I politely unplugged all that stuff. Told them come get it. Went right back to Comcast, like back. Because I mean, at the end of the day, it's bad. Comcast sucks, but that's the best. It's the best as far as, you know. Does you guys ever mess with that satellite internet? You have that around?
Like HughesNet?
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've never had it, but like in certain parts of where I'm from, where I live at is kind of rural like that. So you would need something like that because there's not a lot of fiber optics out in those areas. So people are more or less they have to have that. They're gonna have internet. I know my father-in-law lives in in the country or whatever. So when he needs to use the internet, he has to use his phone as a hotspot because you know it probably will cost him more to have that satellite internet service than it would be, you know, to use that hotspot.
The big problem is that the big companies, I mean, you got 4 main companies. You got 2 for wireless and 2 for wired, and you got Time Warner and Comcast that are controlling everything, and then you got AT&T and Verizon. I mean, that's where it's at. The problem was years ago they were supposed to regulate themselves essentially because they complained. They had a bunch of lobbyists that came in and they said, no, don't come in and regulate us. We'll do it. Competition's good for the people, right? Well, what they did was instead of actually regulating each other to make it fair and, you know, have competitive pricing and stuff like that, what they did was they monopolized everything. AT&T and Verizon. That's why you won't see cell phones from like Time Warner or Comcast because they agreed that they wouldn't go wireless, and the same holds true for AT&T, Verizon. But now AT&T, you see, you know, they have TV service providing because of their acquisition of DirecTV and now their Uverse thing and stuff like that. So there's been kind of blurred lines, but the bottom line is that like if you go to a city, your 2 choices of cable are Comcast or Time Warner. I mean that if Comcast and Time Warner are the 2 there, you can't get Comcast where Time Warner's offered, and you can't get Time Warner where Comcast is offered.
If I'm not mistaken, those are the same thing.
Hey, wait.
What's that?
But up in this area, Xfinity, Comcast, they do have cell phone service.
See, so what happened was then that whole, not only is the line being blurred, but it's going. They're seeing that they can make money in that field, and they're like, well, hey, why shouldn't we be in that? You know what I mean?
They're teaming up with, I believe it's Verizon. However, you can't go to Verizon to set up a Comcast or an Xfinity cell phone line. You have to go to Xfinity. So, yeah, the lines are blurred.
I know Kansas City had a thing that was going for a while. It was like a Google. It was like a, I can't remember the name of it now. It was because you can't just go in a city. Like even if you had $1 billion, you can't just go in a city and start a cable company. It's kind of crazy the way it works. They like monopolize that stuff all across country, and it's because they had what they did was they signed long-term contracts with the cities. Like they were smart ahead of time so that competition couldn't come in. Like even if you had $1 billion to set up a network, you couldn't because the city's still under contract. Like for 25 years, it's crazy. They had all these cities sign all these contracts.
Crazy.
The world we live in, no question.
Right on.
Welcome back, Wade. Right on.
Oh. Let me see. Why about leave? Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't know why I can't see you on this camera. Why I can't see you on this screen, man?
Damn.
It's
You,
like
black, you blacked out, man.
have you
Wow.
guys already experienced, like, if you walk into a store, like in certain regards, certain situations, your cell phone might ping you a message and you look and there's like a coupon for something in that store? You know what I'm talking about?
Nah, I ain't seen that yet.
That's targeting traffic. Yeah. That's all coming. There's in fact, what was it? I think it was like man, I can't remember. But there's companies experimenting with that right now. And the problem with it is it blurs the line of invading privacy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like you may go into a store and there might be like a hidden camera, and what it's doing is it's doing metric data. It's doing metric data acquisition. So it's like checking how many people like walked in your store that day, right? And then you can balance that information off of how many people bought something. Like in my field, like in a car business, you can see how many people visited your store that day, and then you can base that off how many people bought something. Well, not only that, you can actually get people's information so you can potentially contact them later or let them know that, because you don't want to be intrusive. You don't want to be like send someone an email where I know that you're interested in SUVs. Blah, well, how do you know that? You know what I mean? So
Right.
Because he's black.
So the idea is if you know how many people came in your store looking at, for instance, LX, let's say an LX 570 SUV Lexus, then you could target that market specifically and give them some type of incentive of why they should come back and actually buy that. But you have to first know that they were there looking at that. And what I'm saying is where businesses are looking at it is if you don't acquire a person's information, like contact information, name, phone number, stuff like that, able to control the narrative, right? Because if you have a way to contact somebody, then you're in control of that because you can always send them something to initiate the conversation. But if you don't have that information, you can't then connect that person who's a potential lost sale, because even though they were in your store, they didn't buy anything and now they're gone and they're in the wind. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So businesses are trying to get more and more information that way so they can target their specific market. And what's funny is that link that Gadget put up in the channel just the other day about the net marketing, how going straight to the consumer based on targeted marketing towards the people that are actually buying that kind of music. That's the direction everything's headed.
Mm-hmm.
In every regard.
Yeah, I think the government, those kind of things that mean.
Yeah, Target had stopped.
Hey. That's what it means. When I vote for somebody, that kind of things that catch the eye there. What can you do for my pockets? Not necessarily giving me money. What can you do to save me money? Like every year we go to this freaking, we do the benefits thing, and then our HR corporate lady comes in and explains to us what insurance we have, and I just said nothing never goes down. That's crazy. Nothing ever goes down. It always goes up. Inflation. Like, man.
So Target got in trouble for targeting their customers, but they step further. They were like if you used your Target card, Target was sending your information of what you bought. So if say you bought some tampons for your wife, you tampons in the mail. And
oh wow. Yeah,
they got trouble before too.
First of all, I ain't going to buy no tampons.
I knew something was coming there.
That's first of all. Secondly, I ain't going to buy no damn tampons.
You been to the store and bought some tampons.
Oh, never that, brother. Hey, I've been blessed.
I'm blessed.
What it really has to do with is that we're becoming walking computers because everyone has their cell phone on them, and it's the ability to access certain information when you're in stores.
What's that?
Oh, if
I,
you love
I ain't say I ain't love her. I don't love her enough to go buy sanitary napkins and shit.
I always thought like, what's because it don't. To me, it's
Hey,
like
that's the equivalent of, hey, hold my purse, and I'm holding her. I'm saying holding her purse.
I won't hold the purse.
you gotta look at this. You gotta have this crate. You gotta hold it differently. You can't hold it. You can't be
Right,
comfortable with
but
it.
there is no right or wrong way as a man to hold a purse.
I ain't
Though.
holding no purse. But I've had the conversation before. Hey, which ones do you want? The no show? Which one? Senate? Non-Senate? Which one?
Senate? Not Senate.
Send me a picture. Send me a
snapshot.
I'll fuck the order up so she won't ask me again. That's what I do. You get that order so wrong.
Hey, that's like, hey, hold my purse. So how as a man, how do you effectively as a man hold a purse?
Put it on the ground.
Instead you still maintain your masculinity.
Put it on the ground. Put it between your feet.
You like stretch with your hand on the thing and all the way.
Don't stretch, Wade. That's even worse.
Like, hold it upside down. So
there you go, Gadget.
Hold it upside down.
Turn it upside down so everything all on the ground so she can curse you out. But she'll never ask you to hold that purse again. Nah, man, but I noticed that Facebook does a lot of that though. Like there's been times where I've been on American Music Supply looking at stuff, and when I go back to Facebook, there's around the right hand side there's an ad for it.
Oh yeah, I always get stuff on Facebook for a musician's friend, for Guitar Center, and for machines and a Kai.
Right. Yeah. Same thing.
All kids on Facebook and other internet
search for
places.
It reads all that. I think it's Google that reads all that and throws that right up in your Facebook. Ads and whatnot.
Yahoo did it for a while too. Yahoo actually been doing that for a while.
That's an AdSense.
Yeah, the ads. Yep.
They don't know how they do it too. It's supposed to be this big secret.
Well, you know what's funny? Yelp is like extortionist. It's crazy.
They still in business?
Yelp. Oh yeah. And the thing about Yelp is which is Yahoo reviews. Yeah, Yahoo reviews. And so you have to pay for them to actually display your really good reviews. Otherwise, they'll just leave whatever up there. Like you could get like really good reviews for your business or whatever, and then all of a sudden they'll just disappear.
They pimping the internet, man. It's time somebody step in. I'm sorry to say that, and I'm so anti-government. You know,
I called them. They wanted $1,500 a month to put our top reviews front and center. I was like, "Are you crazy?"
That's nuts, man. It's what do you call that shit when you don't have many choices on things and they can just control the market?
Monopoly.
There you go.
Yep, they're monopolizing and monetizing.
They regulating droids and whatever you call them damn things. They're regulating that. You gotta register that shit in some spots with the FCC. I think can't just go flying these things, man.
Oh, the
whatever. Drone.
Yeah. My buddy's got one. He flies that joint like all over the place and takes these really cool pictures too.
Wow. If you're a photographer, that's the thing to do. He took a company picture. Dude came with a nice drone, whatever you call them.
Yeah, drone.
It usually comes every year and gets on a scissor lift. This year, he just took the drone and went out like half a mile and came back and did the whole video thing. Like this dude's getting paper.
Have y'all watched the Punisher?
Didn't get a chance to see that.
Man,
probably want to go today and watch some movies.
13 episodes on. It just came out last Friday, but there's some drone support. Is a good way to put it.
Got that heat with that music time.
Hold up.
Nobody got the music.
Hold up.
Hey.
Let's see if I can load something up.
I'm looking for my paper I had with all my things.
There you go, Gadget.
Nice.
Yeah, that's dope. Hey,
Who's next?
are you using the Ableton Live still with the push?
Yep.
Is that what you made that on?
Yep.
Dope.
Sure, sweet. I go.
Hey, brother, lose my number. All right.
Whatever, man.
After the night, you just you go through your phone, erase my
right.
number, man.
Man, that was
That was nothing.
there you go. There you go. I'm trying to word I was looking for.
Hell no. Man, no comment, man.
Shit. Man, I'm like Davenport, man. That's it, a loop. Two loops.
I'm gonna play this joint. I don't know if I played this
had
before.
like 3 sequences, but it's just
right. Yeah, it's a loop though. Can y'all hear that?
Yep.